Okay, well, before I jam this back into my scoot down there, I'm going to have a quick exploration for anyone who's interested about what I did. So basically, I put this whole system here into a drill press. There was no bolt there at the time. If you've taken this out, this is just plain. And I drilled a hole through there. Now, because I knew what I was going to do after I'd bought a few things, I used this drill that comes with this set, which is to tap threads into holes, right? So basically, this is called a tap and die set. So once I had the drill press go down, you don't use a hand drill, you use a drill press for this. So the drill press actually, by the force of pushing down and drilling, made sure that the cast part was nicely mated to the steel part. And when I got to the steel part, which actually was surprisingly most of the way down, so it seems that the steel doesn't go very deeply into this, which is strange because some of the other versions I've seen, which you'll find on my blog, that I'll put a link to in this video as well, they seem to stick down a bit further, at least a couple, maybe 5 or 6 mil. It's hard to know. Unfortunately, the ones I've examined have been owned by people who are too fucking stupid to actually make any measurements, take any decent photographs, or follow any fucking directions to understand how to actually help any poor bastard who's trying to understand this shit fucking understand stuff, because probably they're narcissistic twits. Anyway, so I got this in there, and basically the advantage of using the drill press method and tapping it is that the force provided by the drill actually seats it very, very nicely on the shaft, and then when you tap in, you're actually just cutting a thread down the tube. Then when you put the bolt in, you've actually then put the bolt, this then becomes one big nut, and the bolt goes all the way through the cast and into the metal, which is now held together because of the pressure, and then pokes out. I chose a bolt that was about that long, so then I could put a nylock nut on the end. And while I was screwing that down, I actually put Permatex blue onto the end of the thread there. So it's actually got Permatex holding it all the way in, and then down at the bottom of the shaft down there, you can maybe just, if you've got a good imagination, see there is a nut, which is a nylock nut, which ain't coming off. So then the bolt's actually held in really well, and so this is actually now probably better than original. And even if there was some kind of small movement in there before, it's going to be clamped down very nicely now. I'm just not... Yep, no, there's no movement there. So yeah, I'll bolt it all back together again, and then I'll probably get... I would say that will never fail again. I think it's actually a better solution than the original one. Yeah. Oh, and one other thing. Let me see if I can get it quickly. Originally, the mudguard was very, very flush with this. In fact, there's screw holes here, here, and here. So there wasn't much space. So you have to actually cut a hole in your mudguard to allow that bolt to come up through there. The bolt just protrudes through there, but you do need to have the hole. Now, whether the wheel is going to hit on that, I don't know. But to prevent too much water from getting up in there, I'm just going to put a little bit of, what do you call that stuff, duct tape around here. Because I found that duct tape just sticks to stuff pretty well. And yeah, that should work. So there you go.